dus iets boos gehad. Want ik wilde hem wel weer heel groot worden.
This is the TACCOM station. We can scan the ship from the terminal here once we've awakened the crew. The cryo chamber should be nearby.
Okay. Was niet wel bij je. Maar dat kwam dus. Dus dat betekent sowieso dat we weer aan het worden. Ja. Ik wil wel een schild opladen. Maar niet zo groot.
This is it, Jack. We have arrived at the cryo chamber. Some of the pods are still operational.
Okay.
To revive the crew, we'll need to restore the power grid.
How can I reach the power systems?
The emergency generator is beneath us. Look around for a utility hatch.
Smoky time inderdaad. En koffie. Mijn voorhoofd is zeiknat. Keel droog. Ondanks dat ik niet zo zeg. Maar bedankt voor de Donald. Inhalen met die headset is je standaard Twitch mumble net te zacht. Als ik praat bedoel je? Waar denk je dat ik die VR-set van gehaald heb altijd? Vakantiegeld. Of is het geluid van de game te zacht? Dus op mijn headset is hij behoorlijk hard. Behoorlijk hard, gewoon normaal volume. Oh, maar ik is een pas. Nee, game is goed. Jij zit verder achter. Ja, oké. Dat kan ik misschien in de toekomst oplossen als ik een andere microfoon gewoon voor de stream hang, dat ik deze ergens in de buurt van mijn greenscreen hang. Ik denk dat je dat toch een beetje zult houden, of je moet zo'n microfoon halen wat je op kunt spelden. En dan zit je weer met batterij en zo, maar dat zeg ik toch. Ja, als het goed is staat er een huisje al. Ergens op de beach, ik weet niet of je hem gevonden krijgt. Ik weet ook niet hoe ver ik gelopen ben. Er staat al iets van crafting stations in volgens mij. Ah, tuurlijk, we zitten nog niet in. Maar ik ga ervan uit dat je daar in de buurt bent. Dan. Kijk, daar ben ik ook wel naar. Ik heb weer wat nieuw shiny gezien, maar dat is een beetje duur. Van Helicon Gaming hebben ze een hele mooie mixer ding. Dat gaan we ook niet halen. Eerst een andere microfoon. En mijn PC upgraden. Dat zal januari worden waarschijnlijk. Dan ben ik 15 jaar bij de baas. Dus ik krijg ook weer een klein cadeautje van de baas. Niet heel veel, maar... Ik ga eerst 2 weken buiten spelen. Gaat al een bakken drop speciaal voor ons. Oh, kijk! Nou, gelijk gaan zo'n container gaan zetten. Zo. Moet je vragen of ze die niet bij jou neer kunnen zetten in je achtertuin. Past niet. Standaard 20 goed. Ja. Ken ze. Nu kijk. Resume. Oh, hallo. Pieuw, pieuw, pieuw. Nou, nee, ik denk wel.
The contamination is increasing in density.
The biomass feeds on power currents. Reactivating the ship's systems may make navigation more treacherous. We should proceed with caution.
Goh. We hebben er niet achter dat die... zijn dit voor dingen? Oh, zit cargo wraps weer. Goed.
That's the generator up ahead. The fusion reaction is completely inert. We'll need to execute a jump start.
How do I reboot the system?
We'll need 3 power cells to complete the procedure.
I'll collect what we need.
Serieus, zeg je 3 power cells? Kom maar. Oh, dat is een charge station. Dat is sowieso eens even losrijden. Zo, daar ik pas nodig hebben. Dat is ook zo'n spoording. Maar die is inut omdat hier geen stroom op staat. Eerst even bij de generator kijken of daar geen depleted cells zitten. Hierop kan laden misschien.
This looks like the starting mechanism. I'll need to bring the 3 power cells here.
Daar zijn we afgekomen. Oh, daar ging de pauze.
I should be able to use this to recharge a drained power cell.
Als ik die zo langs moet, dus ik hoop dat ik hier niet het ben. Oh, bij het rondje gegaan volgens mij. Ha! Nee, dit is een andere cel. Ha? Ha. Oké. Nou, dat is chill, maar ik ga in ieder geval halen. Nog een junction. Spiegel. Dus kan ik die halen.
Positive contact. The power cell is in place and ready to fire.
I'll look for additional cells.
Hier, kijk. Hier was een bal. Even kijken. Charge station uit. Dus we moeten. Ja, dat kan zo. En dan zal ik wel omvliegen, denk ik. Dat heb ik zo vaak moeten. Zoals nou die junction waar ik aan was, staat ook vol. Ga ik even vanuit. Ja, nou hier ook stoel. Oh, zie je daar niet zo niks? Is depleted. Kan ik de stroom uitschakelen? Blijft de deur dan open? Dat zou wel wel zijn. Wil zijn. Dat moet ik proberen. Kijken of we dit kunnen cheesen. Zo zien we nou.
This power cell is drained. We'll need to find a way to recharge this before returning to the generator.
Alvast in. Ja, dat is hier wel. Even erin zetten. Kijken of we. Daar zit een spook. Dus dat moet ik niet zo in definitie. Ja, we gaan gewoon kijken. Zo, veel rood.
It's working. The power cell is accepting the charge.
Oh, fuck. That's boy. De deur is in ieder geval dicht. Is er iets waar ik langs kan? Dat is hartstikke dicht. Oké. Hier is ook hartstikke dicht. Nu mag er geen boos aan. There's new charge stations. Daar moet zijn. Wat voor gedaan? Alright, daar wordt stil. Oh, dat is die andere balkon. Daar wat mee kan. Stond er dus in. Is de bouwcel. Dus als de generator gestart is. Dan hebben we bovenaan een powercel in. Gas station zitten. Dat is niks gewoon. Check. Dit stroom inderdaad uit. Ja, een buitenstuk was. Oké. Geen cel. Het zal straks wel eens zijn dat hij dat zeker weer gaat, denk ik. Staat. Nee. Staat. Een stuk delen. Opzet. Inderdaad, ik zit niet in deze kant. Oké. Volgens mij is het dus wel de bedoeling dat hier stroom ophouden. Even kijken. De tweede. Het zweeft. confused. Kiezen. Kijk of het wel kan. Dat volgende nog zo is. Daar werk je inderdaad. We gaan wel wat natuurlijk. Vrij zo'n goed ding dat ik die super erg uit. Dan denk ik dat hij wel langs krijgen gaat. Kappen afgekomen zijn. Even wachten.
Injecting fusion material. You can now use the console to bring the generator back online. Be prepared to move quickly. Radiation levels will climb rapidly once the reaction begins.
Stable. Radiation levels climbing.
Quickly. We should return to the cryo chamber. We may be able to revive the crew.
So...
Clearing radiation zone.
Excellent work. Now, we must revive the crew. The hibernation controls at the center of the room can release the security protocols and begin decompression.
Accessing cryogenic systems.
Once the security protocols are released, you should be able to decompress each pod by hand.
Not stay. Dat is vrij cool.
No sinus rhythm. Negative respiration.
E.T. Miller. Unfortunate. Sensor expertise would have been invaluable.
Apollo, these are Atlas personnel. My captain and I are members of the Atlas Initiative.
Captain Olivia Rhodes, Prospecting Division. Disappeared 400 years ago in 2126.
What?
A very impressive file.
Disappeared?
I am sorry, Jack. But the Echo model has been obsolete for centuries. It is overwhelmingly likely your commander is dead and that you are malfunctioning. Gunnery Chief Giles. Very resilient. A discouraging loss. Ensign Leitner, fire controlman. 23 years old. Barely old enough to hold a commission.
Looks like a senior officer.
Lieutenant Commander McClintock, head of tactical ops.
Apollo, if the biomass compromised this cryo chamber, it is unlikely any other...
I have a duty to this ship and her crew. I must be sure. If we collect the commander's biometric data, we can use the TACCOM station to scan the rest of the ship for survivors, including your captain. Open the pod and find the I/O port on her spacesuit.
Data collection complete.
Processing. Access code acquired. I should be able to access the diagnostic systems. Now, please, return to the TACCOM station and link me to the main terminal. Help me upload to the main terminal here. Once I've brought the diagnostic systems online, it should only take a moment to scan for survivors.
Oh.
Mainframe access achieved. Initiating scan. Please stand by. No. There has to be more.
Apollo, what's happening?
There's no one left. I have failed.
Apollo! Apollo! The safety of the Atlas Corporation is your responsibility. Live is your responsibility. Apollo, please, don't let me fail my mission.
Emergency. Urgent distress call follows. Kronos 2 station compromised. Life support failure. All hands have abandoned ship.
Your station? It shouldn't exist. Kronos 2 was destroyed by a cosmic event.
Liv is alive, Apollo. This is 2126. You were that cosmic event. You can still help me save an officer of the Atlas Initiative.
Accessing security logs. Please stand by. I have detected an electrical disturbance in main life support. It appears someone is trying to access environmental control.
Liv, she's alive. How do I get there?
I'm opening a channel to your station's adjutant. I believe I can commandeer one of your Fury transports. You should be able to reach it through the airlock in this room.
Nou, gaan we nog buiten een vliegtuigje in. Goodbye. Hop. Hop. Zet hem open nu. Hey. Ja, je bent.
Shields at 95%.
Zo. Shield at 100%. Is dat mijn dag nog? Misschien wel nog. Waarschijnlijk wel zo.
Select your destination.
Straat. Airlock.
Destination: USN Astraea. Central life support. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Ontzettend bullshit. Cannon. Meer biomass. Yippee!
Arriving at destination.
The exit door is at the rear of the cannon.
Okay, exit door is op the cannon.
Shields at 95%.
We are closing in on your captain. The air duct here should connect to environmental control.
Fuck.
Shields at 50%.
Service access located.
This air duct leads directly to main life support. Not far now.
Oh, none of this makes any sense.
Ah. Licht.
Oh, I don't suppose there's a manual around. Really could use a helping hand right now.
Komt eraan. Probeer alles.
come on. Come on.
Liv?
Jack! Jack, you're here. You're really here.
Are you injured?
Oh, nothing permanent.
Yeah, nothing else.
I guess I have you to thank for that. But I'm down to my last tank. And it's running low on air. What's going on? This ship? There are people on here. They're wearing Atlas uniforms.
Yep. I'm sorry.
It is difficult to explain. What are you doing here?
I followed the air intake ducts. I think this is main life support.
Yep.
How the hell did you find me?
I had help.
Help? From who? Everyone's dead.
Jack, I think I can interface with the computer here.
I may be able to show you.
Jack, be careful with that. We don't know what anything in here does.
I'm familiar with this design.
Oh, good.
What are you doing?
Connecting to the main computer. Maybe it can help us.
I tried getting it online. I think it's trashed.
Systems compatible. Rebooting diagnostic protocols.
What the hell?
Hello.
Identity verified. Captain Olivia Rhodes. Updating personnel files.
Jack, what's going on? Who? What is that?
This is Apollo, an AI construct I encountered on the ship. We've been traveling together.
In accordance with succession protocols, this ship, such that it is, belongs to you.
Congratulations on your promotion.
Seriously, Jack. What the hell is that thing?
Apollo, state your function.
To preserve the integrity of the ship and ensure the safety of all Atlas personnel on board.
Done a fine job there.
Your characterization of my failure is apt. You are the only Atlas crew member I am still capable of serving.
All right, Apollo. Tell me how to get life support back online.
Emergency systems are unable to cope with damage on this scale. To restore life support, we'll need to activate the main reactor.
Jack, can we trust this thing?
I don't see any other option. If we are to repair this vessel, we'll need the aid of someone familiar with its design.
Not exactly a ringing endorsement, but I suppose we're out of options. Apollo, can you restart the reactor from here?
Negative. The failure is mechanical. Someone will need to enter the core. I suggest a division of labor. I'll talk you through the repairs here while Jack brings main power back online. His radiation shield should offer adequate protection.
I don't suppose there's another option.
Many, but their odds of success are bleak.
Will you be all right here on your own?
I can't say I'm too keen on sending you into the heart of a malfunctioning fusion reactor the moment I got you back, but it doesn't really look like we have a choice, does it?
One of the access vents leads to a main artery of the electrical grid. If you follow the conduit there, it should lead you to the reactor. Captain Rhodes, there is a utility hatch behind you. Inside you will find the main power distribution block.
Acknowledged. On it. All right, Jack. I'll see you on the other side.
See you on the flip side. Ah. Walking with the follow curve. Oh.
We must restore power before reinitializing life support, Jack. Proceed to the reactor. The power supply here is unsalvageable.
I'll splice a line in from the main power relay.
The current is incompatible. You could overload the lighting array.
Easily solved. We just need to improvise a transformer coil. Apollo? Are you only a hologram? Or do you have a body like Jack?
My core systems are housed in the ship's mainframe. The integration is intended to be permanent.
So you're trapped here?
I'm afraid I don't understand the question.
I've dedicated my life to this organization, but I would hate to think I couldn't leave if I wanted to.
As an AI, I am undisturbed by the confines of my immediate environment. While fully operational, I had access to an interconnected cortex of system-wide information hubs. In many ways, I am freer than a physical entity.
All right, Apollo, you're the tactical AI. Is there an explanation for all the guns?
The Estrella was constructed as a ship of the line assigned to security detail on Ceres.
Ship of the line. The solar system's been united since colonization began.
There is no simple explanation for someone from the colonial age.
The colonial age? When was this thing built?
The Estrella was christened on October the 26th, 2570.
400 years? My god.
Dat is een leuke truckweg, zie ik wel. Knots. En natuurlijk is het ook zo, hè. Dat zou dus een keer niet makkelijker weg zijn. Dat niet op pedo. Niet.
So, if you're from the future, what happens to us?
That information is of no strategic relevance.
Oh, come on. I am the captain. Do I have to pull rank?
Official records indicate Kronos 2 was destroyed by an unexplained spatial phenomenon. Olivia Rhodes was designated missing in action. There is no mention of Jack.
That's not exactly encouraging.
Apologies. I am programmed for fire control and tactical models. I do not excel at giving bad news.
No kidding.
If it is any consolation, there is no mention of my arrival in your time stream, so accounts of the incident are at best incomplete. If I believed our plight to be hopeless, I would classify this operation as salvage, not rescue.
That does make me feel a bit better, actually. I think.
Nee, die deur is dicht. Daar staat geen stroom op. Is het ook nog hier dicht? Kijk ook, het zou ook makkelijk zijn.
Hello again, Jack.
No.
Shields at 95%.
Zo, even P.
The contamination here is significant.
The added energy of the ship's electrical systems appears to stimulate the biomass.
So it's feeding on the systems we're about to reactivate.
Yep.
Great.
I didn't say it was a perfect plan.
Shields at 50%.
What class of reactor is this? Fusion, I assume?
Yes, but not the kind you would be familiar with. It is catalyzed by antimatter.
Antimatter? You're asking Jack to handle antimatter?
Oh, not directly. He'll just be pointing high-intensity plasma beams at it. It's very safe. You can handle that, can't you, Jack?
Certainly. If today has proven anything, it is my core system's ability to adapt.
Can't argue with that. It's been one hell of a day.
I've reached the control room.
Excellent. Once you enter the main chamber, assess the status of the satellite generators. They power the magnetic containment field.
Is that how you stabilize the antimatter?
Affirmative.
Nu wel eens even mijn schild opladen. Was mijn pols. Ik kan het echt niet. Oh. Toch nog wat. Nou. Eens kijken, wat zit er achter het uurtje in? Nee. Medical radiation.
Shields at 95%.
This generator seems undamaged, but it's currently offline.
Check the power cells. Voiding the reactor may have nullified their charge.
Om meteen al die zelfstandige dieren. gaan. Hier hebben we nu op een cel. Weliswaar leeg. Nog meer charge station dan op die.
The generator needs more power. Make sure all 3 of its power cells are charged.
Ik ben niet gebruikt hier op zich. Ja, even kijken. Als we een power cell. Dus die gebruiken. Dat is nog eentje in een hol.
Power cells in place.
Confirmed. Now re-establish the generator's link to the containment field. Look for a control panel nearby.
Shields at 50%.
Magnetic field stabilizing.
And radiation levels increasing.
So they are.
Oh.
I'd get that last generator online as fast as possible if I were you. Once it's active, the containment field should be strong enough for us to restart the reactor.
Good.
Shields at 30%.
Fuck. En dan. Goed. Net iedereen kunnen nu weer.
Reboot initiated.
Jack? What happened? I lost you on comms.
My shell was infected by the biomass.
Infected? Guess it's a good thing I didn't touch it.
Ziet er sowieso niet heel healthy uit. Dus mijn shield daar.
Shields at 95%.
Onze cel.
Shields at 50%.
Also, very good.
Shields at 30%. Reboot initiated.
Careful, Jack. Your radiation shield won't last forever. Try and keep it topped off.
I'll be more careful.
Shields at 95%.
You need to activate another generator to stabilize the magnetic field, Jack.
Shields at 50%. Shields at 30%.
Kut. Die heb ik nog wat.
Reboot initiated.
Jack? Jack, are you alright?
I made contact with the biomass.
God, that stuff's nightmarish. Be careful.
Shields at 95%.
Zo.
Final generator operational. Now to connect it to the containment field.
Magnetic containment field fully operational. It should hold during reactivation.
Should.
Theoretically. We'll know for sure once Jack has returned to the control room and aligned the plasma beams with the core's intake valves. Do make sure they're in the right position, Jack. The reactor won't initialize unless they're perfectly aligned.
Zo, even net.
Plasma streams aligned, ready for reactivation. Main reactor systems coming online. Initiating reaction in 3, 2, 1.
What was that?
One of the complications I spoke of. Fortunately, it does not seem to have caused any further damage to the reactor.
So we're not all about to go out in a giant antimatter annihilation event then?
Not presently, no.
I'll take it. Great job, Jack. Now get back up here as soon as you can. I may need your help to finish this up.
I'm en route.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Nou, we even feest beginnen.
You must be joking.
As predicted, our repairs appear to have disturbed the biomass. I recommend caution.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I am unfamiliar with that member of the crew. Those service pylons are now online. You can use your scanner to activate them.
I'll look for an I/O port.
Dus dit is gewoon een keer ding. Ik kan gewoon van beneden, maar hier waren ze gewoon. Ziet wel heel oh fuck.
Shields at 50%. Shields at 30%.
Best wel wat geluk heb, dus
Conduit clear. Almost there.
We need to reconnect the main power conduit. Just be careful. The current is now live.
Ow! Thanks for the warning. Jesus, you're worse than Jack.
Hey.
You're welcome. System coming online.
Shields at 95%.
Zo ontzettend winst er is. Oh. Fuck. Ah. Fuck. Dank u.
Jack, good, you're here. Well, we're about ready to repressurize the chamber.
Jack, please seal the vent doors behind you before attempting to activate the system.
Dat kan wel spijt makkelijk zijn. Dat had ik niet in weer getest.
Jack, we will need to seal the vent doors before we continue.
Was gewoon mee bezig.
Pressure seal verified. We can now cycle the flow control from the main console.
Warning. Oxygen levels critical.
What was that?
Nothing. It means we should hurry.
Goh. Hey, ik heb een hologram en dat kan gewoon niet door je heen vliegen.
Let's not stand on ceremony, Jack. Activate the life support system.
Flow control open and stable. Exercise caution around vent openings during gas infusion.
Oh, thank God for that.
Pressure levels rising.
Oxygen outflow higher than anticipated. Attempting to compensate. Warning. Pressure unstable.
What happened?
Unknown. Attempting to compensate.
Oh, pressure levels falling.
There's a breach. Can you locate it?
I'm unable to pinpoint a specific disturbance.
Meaning what exactly?
Meaning the ship's so riddled with holes he can't find the leak.
If you keep ramping up the pressure, you could tear a hole in the hull.
Apollo! Shut it down.
Unable to maintain atmosphere.
Shit.
We need to find a sector that we can repressurize.
The bridge is the most heavily reinforced section of the vessel. It likely survived the bombardment.
How far?
The bow of the ship. I'm opening the bulkhead into the main gangway. I have redirected your Fury transport to meet us.
Warning. Oxygen levels critical. Return to habitat.
Better hurry.
Check what website.
Select your destination. Destination, USS
I'm ready.
Estrella.
Punch
Bridge.
it.
Preparing for
Please keep
thruster
your hands
ignition.
and arms
Please
inside.
hold
Just
on.
go!
Activating thrusters.
Apollo, are you certain the bridge can withstand pressurization?
As certain as I can be. The bridge is one of the most structurally sound areas on the entire ship. I would estimate our chances of success are roughly 1 in 3.
1 in 3, huh? Well, I'd really hate to have to live on those odds.
Unfortunately, Captain Rhodes, you do have to live on those odds.
That was sarcasm, Apollo. She was joking.
This hardly seems like an appropriate time for levity.
Never mind. Just get us to the bridge.
Jack, you caught my joke.
Oh, quick.
It was a good joke, Liv. Try and stay focused. We're nearly there. Apollo?
Another EM fluctuation. They're increasing in magnitude.
We can deal with the fluctuations later. Right now, our only focus is helping to keep Liv alive.
Agreed. Approaching command deck. Reducing speed. Here we are. The large door up ahead will take us to the command deck.
Olivia, wake up.
What? Yeah. I'm here. I'm awake.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just give me a minute. You go ahead and lead the way. I'll be right behind you.
Warning. Oxygen levels critical. Return to habitat.
Shut up! 0.2, down to 1%.
We need to get you to the bridge.
All right. Get the door.
Come on, let's go. Liv? She's not responding. Liv? Liv, wake up.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh?
Just a bit lightheaded. Let's just keep moving.
The bridge is just up ahead.
I don't see any spores on this deck.
No visible contamination of any kind.
Well, that's got to be a good sign, right?
Not necessarily. The biomass primarily spreads through the ventilation system. Until we can inspect the vents, we cannot assume this deck is safe.
Apollo, I really hope you weren't the one in charge of morale on this ship.
We will need authorization from a command crew member to open the bridge airlock.
We don't have time for protocol, Apollo.
I'm sorry, but we cannot access the bridge without voice.
Just unlock the damn door, Apollo.
Voice authorization accepted. Airlock controls released.
Liv? Olivia,
Yeah, sorry. I'm good.
just hold on. It won't be long now.
Captain Rhodes, I suggest you take your place at the command station. And please try to remain conscious.
Yeah.
Now, Jack, in order to restore atmospheric pressure, I will need to rewrite the bridge logic core. You will find it near the forward console.
Core located.
The rewrite procedure is identical to the one we performed in life support.
Understood. I'll move the core to the override slot. Core in place. Proceeding with scan.
Rewrite successful.
Copy. Returning core. Core locked in. Do you have access?
Affirmative. I now have full control of all essential bridge functions.
How long will it take to repressurize the cabin?
Accessing environmental controls. Stand by.
Warning. Oxygen reserves depleted. Return to habitat immediately.
Jack. My O2 tank zeroed out.
Try and stay calm, Olivia. There's still air in your suit. It should sustain you for a while longer.
Just hurry. Oh God. I can't breathe.
Apollo, we need air support now.
I'm afraid we have another complication.
What is it?
I'm detecting trace amounts of the biocontaminants in the bridge ventilation system. Any attempts to repressurize will flood the bridge with poisonous spores and kill the captain.
Tell me what to do.
The bridge environmental system consists of 4 air vents. You'll need to inspect each one. Incinerate any spores you find with your reactive cutter.
Got it.
Jack, I can't see. Everything's blurry.
Nitrogen levels in her blood are rising, activating an emergency medical capsule.
Liv, you have to stay with me. Keep your eyes open.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Focus.
Oh God. This isn't happening.
Please, Liv. I need you to stay with me.
Jack. Hey.
Hold on. Just hold on,
Jack.
Liv.
You know what? I'm not really sure. I wanted to go to Ceres anyway.
Liv? Liv,
She's lost consciousness.
the vents are clear. Re-engage life support, now!
Accessing environmental controls. Restoring atmospheric pressure. Oxygen outflow nominal.
Apollo?
Hull integrity is holding steady. It's working. Atmospheric pressure restored. Habitable zone established.
Breathable atmosphere detected.
Kijk, die hadden eruit.
Liv? Olivia,
Negative respiration. She's still not breathing.
please. Liv, wake up!
Ventricular fibrillation. She's going into cardiac arrest.
What can I do?
There's an emergency defibrillator. There, in the medical locker, by the entrance.
Apollo, the medical locker is sealed.
You should be able to cut it open.
I've got it.
Quickly, connect the defibrillator to the side of the medical capsule. Defibrillator online. Attach the electrode panels directly to the medical capsule. The current will pass straight through.
Posterior electrode in place. Anterior electrode secured.
You need to pump the handle to build up a charge. When the power level reads blue, press the hollow button to administer the shock.
Charging. Clear.
No response.
Again. Charging.
Dus een complete workout hier.
Clear.
Negative. Still in VFib.
Again.
Jack, we may be too late.
Charging. Clear.
Jack, she's gone.
No. Again. Please, Liv. Don't do this. Clear.
Ik denk dat onze Liv dood is.
Clear.
Jack,
Go. Waar is terug?
sinus rhythm. She's alive.
Die zal zich bedoeld voelen.
Jack?
Morning, sunshine.
Very funny, Jack.
Blood oxygen levels returning to normal. Heart rate 64 BPM. She's stabilizing.
How are you feeling?
Like I've just been electrocuted.
You frightened me. I thought I'd lost you.
So you are going to miss me.
Hello, Captain Rhodes. I'm relieved to see you are not dead.
Thanks. You wouldn't let me out of this thing?
Due respect, Captain. Protocol requires you remain.
I do what she says, Apollo.
Thank you.
I'd like it noted for the record that I am strongly
Sir,
opposed
noted.
to this decision.
Now let me out. Oh,
Are you sure you're all right?
just a little sore.
Dat is een cool cactus chair.
I'll manage.
Apollo, what's happening?
Excessive damage to the power grid has triggered a rapid destabilization of the main reactor.
Oh,
What
fuck.
does that mean?
If we don't find a way to stabilize the reactor, the containment field will collapse and destroy the ship.
Options?
There are a number of solutions I could attempt, but only one holds a reasonable chance of success.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
We could execute a faster-than-light jump. The amount of energy expended by an FTL jump may be enough to stabilize the reactor.
Huh.
Can the ship survive an FTL jump in its current state?
Unknown.
You'll understand if I'm not completely sold on this idea.
In truth, that's not actually our biggest problem.
You sure? Because it really sounds like it from where I'm sitting.
The last time this ship performed a faster-than-light jump, it resulted in radical temporal displacement.
Wait, you're saying if we jump, we're going to time travel?
I'm not certain, but it is possible.
This is insane.
The energy buildup is accelerating. We don't have much time.
Are we really doing this?
Yep.
It's worth the risk.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
The FTL drive collapses mid-jump, creating a singularity that instantly tears us to pieces on the molecular level.
Oh, daar hebben we er ook geen last van.
Was I not supposed to answer that?
Screw it. If I'm gonna die, I might as well do it going faster than light.
Very well. Before we can execute the jump, we will need to redirect all available power to the FTL drive. This requires manually powering down all non-essential systems.
Okay.
I will walk you through the procedure.
Or we could just break them.
Well, yes. I suppose that would also work.
That's rather brilliant, actually.
Reactor destabilization.
Apollo, how do we access the primary system components?
Use the engineering station to open the maintenance panels.
All right, I'll expose the components. Jack, get ready to cut through as many of those systems as you can.
Got it.
There, panels open. Pick a system and start cutting.
On it.
Primary weapon systems disarmed.
I think it's working, Jack. Try another.
Defensive countermeasures inoperative.
We're getting close. Keep cutting.
Initiating jump.
Let's go, let's go! Apollo!
Main engines report green. Ready to execute FTL jump.
Do it, Jack! Punch it!
Yeah.
FTL engaged.
Punch.
Jumping in 3, 2.
Here we go! Jack! Jack, are you alright?
Liv, look outside.
Oh my god.
Where are we?
Stand by. Taking a reading now.
Liv, it's Saturn.
No.
I'm afraid Jack is correct, Captain. We are currently in geosynchronous orbit over Saturn.
Apollo, what is the current date?
Astrometric positioning would suggest we have arrived sometime in the mid-26th century.
We jumped forward 400 years.
Approximately.
Is waar hij vanaf
So
komt.
this is your time.
To put it simply, yes, this is my time.
What happened here, Apollo?
You were looking at the aftermath of a skirmish this ship was involved in prior to our meeting each other.
Who are you fighting? Why were...
What is that?
Contact. Incoming vessel.
More trouble?
Negative. USN transponders. They're friendly.
USN Estrella, this is Transport Cruiser Juno. Do you copy?
Affirmative, Juno, we read you. This is the Estrella. Captain Olivia Rhodes commanding.
If Olivia Rhodes is the captain, then who are you? Identify yourself.
This is Jack.
Captain?
What?
Captain Jack.
Say again, Estrella? We didn't copy.
Go on, say it.
Oh. This is Captain Jack.
2 captains on 1 ship? Must be quite a story there. Just sit tight. Rescue team's inbound. ETA 10 minutes.
Understood. Estrella out. So, we're stuck 400 years in the future.
It would seem so, yes.
Well, approximately.
No way to get home.
None.
Okay. So tell me, what's the proper protocol for this situation?
Improvise.
Good answer, Jack.
Oh, she. Ik kan wel iets vrolijk nou meteen stopt. Oh. Leuke game. Ook een behoorlijk lange game. Ik weet even maar 1,5 uur of zo maandag al gespeeld. Oh, kijk. Dat zou wel een hele mooie timing zijn. Dus die op E3 aankondigen. Dan gaan we die zeker halen aan spelen. Echt goed iets. Visual story mode. Ik denk niet dat er nog heel veel visual is, eerlijk gezegd. Kut. Yes. Kut, dat is een game. Oh, dat is echt fijn. Ja, even. 11:12. Ik denk dat ik beter ben ik dan. Morgen vroeg is het weer een actief feest. Ik weet niet hoe dat gaat als nu nog bijvoorbeeld een beetje cool opstart, dan zet ik daar toch even dat te lang op. Dus dat gaan we niet doen. Ik moet het niet doen. Lekker boksen. Ik ben geen sportsfan. Zo, dicht. Goed, morgen om 8 en zondag om 8 beginnen. Even daar. Dat even loskoppelen. Dit is by the way van de makers van God of War, Chains of Olympus en Ghost of Sparta. Oké. Wat mensen die een eigen studio hebben gemaakt dan. Die even los. Even de koptelefoon erin steken. Dan selectief van de week mijn headset op en dan horen we niks. Eens even opbergen. Zo, het is ook duur dat hij van het bureau afkiepert. Zo. Ik heb ook een beetje onder het bureau. Stoel overheen, een rol, zo. Oh.